Hi kids. Tonight, I'm going to take you into the heart of the savannah, where a clever lion lives. But beware. This lion isn't like the others, he has a cunning plan to trick all the animals. Let's dive into this story and see what happens. The Sick Lion. Once upon a time, in a vast, open savanna, there lived a mighty lion. This lion used to be the king of the savanna. His roar could shake the entire plain, striking fear into the hearts of all the other animals. Every day, the lion would patrol the savanna, searching for prey. His strength and speed were unmatched, and no animal could escape his powerful claws. However, as time passed, the lion began to show signs of aging. His mane was no longer as shiny, and his claws were not as sharp. Most importantly, his speed had slowed down, making it difficult for him to chase down the swift prey. The lion grew increasingly frustrated, feeling weaker and more helpless each day. One day, the lion felt so weak that he couldn't even leave his den to search for food. The hunger gnawed at him, so he started thinking hard, trying to come up with a way to catch food without leaving his den. The lion knew that even though he was old, he still had his wisdom. So, the lion decided to use a trick and pretend to be very sick. The lion lay in the corner of his den, letting out weak groans, as if he could die at any moment. The other animals felt sorry for the lion, knowing that although he had once been a fearsome hunter, he was now just an old creature on the brink of death. The first to visit the lion was an elderly deer. The deer walked into the den and saw the lion lying there weakly, with a dull look in his eyes. The deer carefully approached the lion, about to offer some comforting words, but the lion's expression suddenly turned sinister. As time went by, more animals came to visit the lion. But every animal that entered the den never came out again. Rabbits, antelopes, and wild boars all became meals for the lion. One day, a clever fox was passing by. The fox had heard about the lion's illness and decided to come and see what was happening. The fox stood at the entrance of the den, looking around. He noticed that the ground outside the den was covered with footprints. After careful observation, the fox realized that all the footprints led into the den, but none led out. The fox became wary and thought to himself, "This doesn't seem right. Why are there only tracks going in, but none coming out?" So, the fox decided to keep his distance and called out to the lion inside the den, "Dear King Lion, I've heard that you are very ill, so I've come to visit. But I've noticed something strange here. I think it's safer to stay where I am." The lion, hearing the fox's words, knew that his trick had been uncovered. But he was unwilling to give up, so he pretended to be weak and said, "Oh, dear fox, I really am very sick. I don't even have the strength to move. Come inside, I won't harm you." But the fox was not fooled by the lion's words. He smiled and replied, "Dear King Lion, I can't tell how serious your illness is, but I know it's always wise to be cautious. After all, it's your wisdom and strength that have turned these poor animals into your meals. I don't want to be the next one who never returns." With that, the fox quickly left the lion's den without looking back. On his way home, The fox felt very relieved and reminded himself never to let his guard down and to always keep a clear mind, no matter the situation. This story teaches us that even when faced with situations that seem harmless, we should remain cautious because danger often lurks where we least expect it. Wisdom and observation are important tools to face life's challenges, just like the fox. Only by staying alert can we avoid falling into traps. Dear little friends, it's time for us to close our eyes and drift into our own dreams, where kindness and honesty always win. May your night be filled with calm and wonder. Good night, and have the sweetest dreams.